You wanna know what I'm made of? Watch what happens when everything goes wrong. Watch what I do next. Delivery, stone cold, no emotion on the surface. The calm is the threat. Each line drops like a gavel. Full beat detonates on. Watch what I do next. Full count 808 kick alone before any voice. Let the room fill with anticipation. Not because I'm hot, not because I'm cold. I feel it all. Not because I'm hot. It came with the weight. Not because I'm cold. They came with the way I adjusted my spine. Came with the deadline, I bought myself time. Came with the doubt, I vowed it under fuel. Came with the ceiling, I turned it to a tool. I have been broken a literal sense. Sitting in a car, counting quarters for rent. Called my mother, told her I was fine. Hung up, sat still, dream a new line. I have been left by people I built around. Watch the architecture of my life fall to the ground. Didn't scream, didn't beg, didn't chase the door. Just turned around and started building more. I said, baby, I was built for standing. Not because I don't feel the pressure, because I feel it all and I'm still commanding. Delivery in the foreign, the first quatrain should hit like a countdown. Calling my mother, told her I was fine. The most vulnerable line in the verse. Deliver it with zero sentimentality. The restraint is everything. Last 4 lines, slow into a proud, unhurried declaration. Commanding, lands alone. Flow, rhapsody. Aaliyah grit meets Jay-Z. Blueprint, composure, technically dense. Emotionally bulletproof on the surface. Everything felt underneath. You can turn up the heat. I've been living in the fire. You can question my name. I know exactly who I am. You can pull out the flow. I learned to float in midair. Come with everything you have. I still be standing there. The pace tightens. Each line is a door being locked. Deliver it with absolute calm, no rage, no strain. The quieter the voice, the more terrifying the certainty haunts. I don't fall, I don't break, I don't crumble under everything they throw my way. I don't fall, I don't bend, I find a thing inside me that begins again. Not because I'm hard, not because I'm cold, because I come from women who refuse to fall. I carry the weight and I walk. The hook is declarative, not desperate. Full chest voice with gospel warmth underneath the muscle. The parenthetical ad-libs are heard double. One voice says the statement, the other confirms it. I feel it all, twice. This is crucial. She is not numb, she is fully alive inside the pressure. Final 3 words, and I walk. That delivered slowly, 1 word per beat, like footsteps. In silence, not because I'm hard. Not because I'm hard. This is what separates endurance from numbness. She is not a machine. She is a woman who feels everything and keeps moving. That is the distinction the whole song is built on. Let me tell you about the year I almost did. The year the pressure found the crack I thought I hit. When the grief came wearing 6 different faces and occupied every one of my 6 spaces. I was running low on everything but need. Couldn't sleep, couldn't pray, couldn't plant a seed. Sat in the rubble of a version of myself and had a conversation that I never told to anybody else. I said, you can lie down, but you cannot lie down forever. You can break open, but you cannot stay open to the weather. You can ask why me, but then you have to ask why not. And every woman in your blood survived the heart of life. So I got up, not because the weight was lighter, not because the sun came out, not because somebody came to save me. I got up because I am my grandmother's daughter, and she did not raise a quitter, and that was enough. Delivery. Let it be real. Let it be real. A conversation I've never told to anybody else. Whisper this line. Let the listener lean in the internal monologue. In the middle is a different voice. So I got up. It's not triumphant. It is plain. True endurance doesn't sound like a victory speech. It sounds like 1 foot in front of the other. That was enough. barely above a whisper. Critical delete. Before I had a name, they were already praying it. Before I had a face, they were already making room. I came into this world carrying women I had never met. And some mornings I wake up and I can feel them in my hands. Delivery. Whispered, nearly breathed, each line is a separate thought. Pause between them like turning old photographs face up on a table. I came into this world. My great-grandmother crossed the distance I came at, with a language in the body they tried to take back. She carried a God in the hollow of her chest, where no border and no document could undress. She didn't write it down, she sang it to the dark, hummed it in the mornings, pressed it into bark, into the bread she needed before the sun came up, into the way she poured the water in the cup. There is a way I hold a glass right now that I learned from someone I never knew how to thank. Never met, never healed, never saw, but she handed me a gesture through some cellular law. That is not metaphor, that is not poetry being pretty. That is the actual science of how love moves through a body, through a century, and the rap still warm. Delivery, warm and measured, grounded in the body. The rap cadence is slow and deliberate, each image a complete world. That is not metaphor, breaks the lyrical register deliberately. Suddenly, plain speech, let that plainness hit. Last 4 lines, slow all the way down. The warmth and still warm, should feel like touching something. They passed it in the whisper at the stove. At the stove. They passed it in the prayer before the code. They passed it in the recipe with no measurements written. Just enough and a little more. Just enough and a little more. I am the sum of every woman who kept going when the going tore. Daughter of daughters, a daughter before. Delivery, not fully sung yet, not fully spoken. Delivery, not fully sung yet, not fully sung yet, not fully sung yet. Delivery, the delivery, never, just enough and a little more. Delivery, the plan. Mother spoke 3 words of advice, said them every time like she was saying them twice. She said, stay soft enough to feel it coming, stay hard enough to keep on running, stay grateful even when the table's thin. Wisdom isn't long, it's repeated from within. My mother held my face when I was breaking down, didn't fix it, just refused to leave the ground. Sat beside the rubble of whatever I become, said nothing, pressed her forehead to my own, said come. Those are the tools I'm walking with today, not blueprints, not a manual, not a plan per se. Just the posture of a woman in a difficult room. Just the way you hold your chin when something ends too soon. Just the way you start again when everything says stop. Just the knowledge that the woman in your blood never dropped. Delivery, to mother pressing her forehead. No words. Delivery, the daughters, I carry their name, carry the name. Daughter, the daughters, I carry their flame, carry the flame. Every woman who endured what I will never know, planted something in the dark so I could grow. Daughter, their blood is my their blood. I carry the load and it's light now, because they made it lighter, one generation at a time. Daughter of daughters, and the power is mine. The mother pressing her forehead. No words.